across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the first play of the game. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. Throwing Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Rolling to his right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022. That's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them.
Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery from 13 yards out. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Jones finding Tony for a Giants 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that part of this game? Head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair, watching a Tuesday night college game, and it's something different than myself.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 29, Fields, out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It may say that he's a rookie in the program, but Velus Jones brings a ton of experience to the field. Had a 6-year college career as an all-conference return man and receiver with both USC and the University of Tennessee. A third-round pick, he should get looks at both spots in his first season in the NFL. Nice first down there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Fields on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Gano's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal run.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields now to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring out the 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I would have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones being chased out left. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Gano's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for a good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw is Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back to throw again. Got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The offense on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Fields throw taken in by Pringle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again is Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Dig deep.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have the Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigue maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover